Hello Lomzy team, welcome back to another sewing tutorial on how to make this long shirt with side slit. I would like you to pay attention to the wideness of this slit so that we'll be able to produce exactly what we have on this thumbnail. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so below because I teach trending designs and make sure I show you the exact cutting. So subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of my sewing tutorial. Now, if you want to join my online class, you can reach me on my social media handles. I'll be dropping that in the link in the description section below. Let's start with today's tutorial. So let's go sewing. For this long shirt, we will not be needing a lot of measurements. So my measurement is bust 44, waist 36, shoulder 15, armhole length 10, and the shirt length 52 inches. So that's what we're going to be using for this. I folded this fabric in 4. That is 2, and I folded it in 2, which is making it 4. Yeah, you will take down, I have marked this line here. I just came down ½ inch and started my measurement because I want to use this ½ inch as my sewing allowance since I'm cutting directly on the fabric. This tutorial is actually very beginner friendly, so enjoy it. So we have to come down. Shoulder armhole depth is 10 inches. I mark that and I will connect that. The length of the waist is 18 inches and I will mark that and connect this. Yeah, this is basically what we need. So the next thing we have to get is the shoulder measurement. The shoulder I'm using, this is actually for me. I made this dress for my daughter and she has been making shakara for me, so I'm making this one for myself. So my shoulder measurement is 15 inches divided by 2. That is going to be 7.5. I will add ½ inch sewing allowance, which will make it 8 inches, and I will mark that here. 8 inches. I'm already loving my kimono top. Or is it a shirt top? So you connect this here. The next thing you have to get is the bust measurement. My bust is 44. So I'm going to be dividing that by 4. 44 divided by 4 will give me 11 inches. And I'm going to be adding ½ inch easing allowance. I love my comfort, which will give me 11.5. And then I will add ½ inch sewing allowance, which will make it 12 inches, and that is what I have here. 12 inches, and I'm going to be going down 12 inches on the waistline, which is here like that. I will connect this. Yep. So the next thing I'm going to do is to drop the shoulder sloping. You know, this is a freehand sewing. This is not pattern making, guys. So I am going to be coming in 1.5 inches for my shoulder sloping. And again, my neck depth I'm going to be using is, the neck width I'm using is 3.5 inches. And the neck depth for the back I'm using is 1.25 for the back. And I will mark that there. Then for the front, the neck depth I will be using is 4.5 inches. I will mark it here. By the way, guys, I have folded this in 4. This is in 4. I folded in 4. So you go ahead and fold your fabric in 4 like this. So I have 2 pieces folded into 2, which is into 4 places. Sorry, guys. So I'm going to be connecting this to this. And I'm going to be, let me get the center of the armhole length, which is 4.25. This is the armhole, the midpoint of the armhole curve. And I'm going to be connecting this with this, like so. Yeah, so for the front I'm going to be coming in 3/4 of an half inch, and I'm going to be connecting this here, and like that. This is the neck armhole line. This is the neck armhole line for the back. So now I want you to understand something. A lot of people have been making the mistake of just cutting this straight and you have it like that. It will never come out like the thumbnail you have there. It will never come out. But meanwhile, let me show you the length I'm using. I am using length for 52 inches plus by sewing allowance of half 1 inch, and that's what I have here. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is, you have to pay attention here, because I love to make exactly what I'm seeing in the picture, if not the same thing. I just love to be detailed to that fault. So what you're going to be doing is, you have to come in on the waist side. You come in 1 inch on the waist side. The shirt we are making is a bit fitted on the waist, if you notice that, and there is no zip allowance added to that dress. So I will connect this here. Yep. And then I am going to take this line straight down. So what I have here is 11 inches. I will take that down like that. So I am going to be cutting out these things, and I'm going to be notching here. When I'm done cutting it, I will tell you why I'm going to be notching on this place. Remember to add your half inch allowance for the shoulder. I always forget, so whenever I do this, immediately I include it. I almost forgot now. So I will cut this from here. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do so below, because I upload detailed sewing tutorials every week. And guys, turn on the notification bell icon. If you want to join my online class where I teach pattern making, you can contact me in the description section below. I'll be dropping the link to my WhatsApp and social media handles. I'm cutting the back armhole curve first. When I'm done, I'll now cut the front neckline, the armhole curve for the front. So what I will do here is to notch this place. I'll be notching this place. So on the waist line, I have notched this. I have notched this place. Why I have notched this place is because I am going to be attaching a side zip to this. There will be a side zip, and this will be folded in like that. So you have a side zip so that you'll be able to wear this. So let me cut this out. I cut the armhole curve, the front armhole curve, like that. Yeah. So we have the two piece. So this is the front and this is the back. So let me cut the sleeve and show you the next thing to do. Round arm is 16 inches. That's what we are working with, and the sleeve length I want is 11 inches, but what I have here is 12 inches. So what I'm going to be doing is, I will come down from this line. I will come down 5 inches like that. So round my arm is 16 inches, and I'm going to be dividing that in two, which will give me 8. 8 plus half inch easing allowance, which will be 8.5, and then half inch sewing allowance, and it will be 9 inches. And I will mark that here, and then I will take this line here diagonally like this, mark it out. Then the center of this is 10.5, so the center is 5.25. I mark it there. So I'm going to be marking the sleeve head like this. I will pass through this line, come under the line here. Yeah, so I'll be shaping this a bit, but let me fold my allowance, 1 inch allowance that I'm using, and I shape my sleeve. I shape it in with like 1 inch. Yeah, so I'm going to be cutting this out like this. You know I love clean finishing. If you don't fold this before you cut your sleeve, this will never, by the time you're sewing it, it will never be neat. So that's why you have to always fold your hemming allowance anytime you want to make a curve. So let me show you this. By the time you close the shoulder by ½ inch, this would be exactly what your sleeve will be. You see, perfect. So the next thing we have to do is we're going to be cutting the, you can use bias to make this, but if you want your job to be very neat, you have to add facing to this, because for the facing, that's where you will have to add your label. By the way, I have a video on how to attach a label to your dress. I'll be dropping that in the description section below, so that you go ahead and know how to attach a label to your clothes. So the next thing I'll be doing is to cut out facing for this. Our shirt has been folded in two, so you fold in two, place it like that. This. Yeah. So for a clean finishing, you have to gum an interface to your facing so that you have a neat job. You know I am Madam Clean Finishing. Always so clean with me. So to the back, that's where you will add your label. That's it, guys. Thank you.